Logical, intuitive, introvert. That's an INTP. And you are an INTP person in the bottom row here for me with the glasses. What did you
Yeah,
say? What's your name?
Susanne.
Susanna.
Yeah,
That's cool. You sound like you're not American. Is that true?
yeah, that's correct. I live in Norway.
Oh, in Norway. Scandinavia. Scandinavia produces a lot of viewers for us, a lot of participants. I'm proud of Scandinavia. Scandinavia is doing a good job. Good job with your taste in YouTube, Scandinavia. Um, can you describe to me, as I usually ask people that I encounter for the first time, how it is you came to find this room or the channel or whatever?
Your YouTube channel on your front page. It was in the comments below there. Not in the
I see.
comments, but the description.
And did you find the channel by Googling INTP or by YouTube searching INTP?
Yeah,
I see. So you are an INTP
according to the test I am.
according to the test. Have you read the descriptions?
Not all of them. Not really.
Can we type you? I'd like to type you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. This is Susanna, and she's from Norway. And the first typing question I had for you is, assume you were going to go out for the evening tonight. Would you rather go out with one other person, two other people,
Son.
or three or more other people?
Fantastic.
One or two.
One or
Pick a
two.
nice son.
Okay, next question. Would you rather have too many eggs or too few eggs, assuming you had to throw the extra eggs away for a given recipe that you need eggs for?
I think I would have too many, but would not throw it away.
But you have to. It's required. The police are standing there with their guns drawn. They want to see you smash the eggs into uselessness by throwing them into a pile of garbage.
I suppose I would take a little too much.
You still have too many eggs? Okay. What if you had to have 1,000 too many eggs?
Oh, then I would take too little.
Okay. Have you heard the troll question before?
I don't think so.
All right. Pretend you're the mayor of a village. It's the Middle Ages, okay? The village is split in two by a river. There's a bridge over the river. On one half of the river are all the farms and all the food and silos and stuff like that. On the other half of the river are all the merchants and the tradesmen, okay? Normally, the food goes from one half of the river, one side of the river, over to the other across the bridge. However, it's winter, and right before the first snowfall of the winter, a big storm causes the river to rage and wash out the bridge. Now, the ground's all frozen, there's snow on the ground. The river never freezes because it's so wide and it's so big and deep. And now there's a river troll who's come to take up residence in your river. You have boats. You can get food across the river in the boats. Unfortunately, this troll takes a 10% troll tax for every load of food that crosses the river. Now, you're concerned at the moment because you know you have enough food to feed everybody in the village for the whole winter, except if the troll takes 10% of your food across the river, 100 people will starve by the end of winter. You're the mayor of the village and have more or less autocratic power. The villagers turn to you and say, Mayor, what shall we do about this problem? What do you do?
Well, if you don't send it over, they will have nothing on the other side.
That's true.
We will have to send it over.
Okay, so they say, are we just going to let this persist all winter and let 100 people starve, or are you going to try to fix the problem there?
I try to fix it, but I don't know the rules with the troll. If it could
Well, maybe you can try to find out. You have the power here to do as you see fit with the villagers and to ask questions to find out what else you need to know.
Well, would they starve to death? Or would they just go hungry and on a diet for a while?
No, 100 people, if you lose 10% of your food, 100 people will actually starve to death.
Okay,
As it is, you're barely going to squeak by with everybody surviving with the amount of food you have.
Yeah, you would have to find some way to kill the troll then.
Okay. So the troll's in the middle of the river, and it's the Middle Ages. You've got horses and bows and arrows and stuff, and swords, but you don't have gunpowder. How are you going to kill the troll?
I don't really know what they had in the Middle Ages. Starve it, maybe. It don't have food either.
Okay, but so you're going to make everybody on the merchant side of the river have no food for how long?
Not very long, hopefully.
Are you sure that the troll is eating the food he steals from you?
No, maybe he's selling it if he needs
It
money.
could be. Okay, so what if, in fact, it turns out that he is selling it? It turns out that he sends it downriver to the troll uh, commodity exchange and gets troll dollars in return for it. So that won't work starving him out. No, troll is a symbol for government.
Oh, okay.
All right, so what are you going to do? How are you going to kill the troll? What are you thinking? Are you feeling bad you're going to kill the troll? It says, hey, 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 don't try to kill me, yo. What you doing? Why are you trying to kill me, Mayor? He's yelling at you from from the middle of the river now. You're standing on the side of the river looking
Well,
at him musing.
well, could threaten the troll to make it help for less, maybe.
He's like, listen, I'm providing a needful service here. I am patrolling this river, making sure no pirates come upriver. They could sack your village. All sorts of shit could happen. You should be thanking me. You should be giving me 50% probably.
Well, I don't know what solution, but there must be one solution, depending on.
There are multiple solutions, actually. There's a lot of different possible solutions. Okay, fine. There's different ways you can kill a troll, whatever. The point is you wanted to kill the troll. You don't have any moral qualms about it?
Well, of course, but it's rather one die than 100.
Okay. If there were 5 people in a car crash, and each of them was going to die because they each needed one new organ. One person had was perfectly fine in this car crash, except his liver had been pierced. And if he didn't get a new liver within an hour, he would die. Same thing, kidney, same thing, lungs, same thing, heart, same thing, stomach. Okay? Now, you're the doctor. You got these 5 patients on the table. Oh my God, 5 people are going to die because they don't have those replacement organs here. And then in walks Yubi. Yes, Yubi walks into the doctor's office. He's got a cold. He says, Doctor, I've got a cold. He's also got perfectly healthy version of each of those organs within him. Now, he turns around and you've got a scalpel in your hand. You could easily make it look like he slipped and fell on a scalpel and stabbed himself through the back of the neck. Or you could let him live and let those 5 people die. What do you choose? Does Yubi make the ultimate sacrifice for the good of the 5?
I wouldn't be able to do it, but on the other hand, if one of the other 5 dies first, that person has the organs the other 3 people need.
Oh, you are a clever one, aren't you? So, but what if they're all dying too slowly? What if they're all going to die at exactly the same moment? You have to kill one of them to save the other.
No, I still wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay, interesting. Yubi, it sounds like you're safe this time.
Cool, good. I'm glad. Thank you, Susanne.
Okay, let's see. Do you find yourself sometimes getting stuck in inaction, wishing that you could take action on something but finding yourself procrastinating? Or are you more of a get to it and get it done kind of gal?
Done at the last minute.
Done at the last minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy physical exercise?
When I'm doing it, yes. But
Okay.
getting to it is worse.
Do you find that to become emotional, it's a good means to do it for yourself is to access emotional movies that you've seen before and you can reliably count on them to provide you the same emotional payoff this time? Or is that not something that you do?
No, I don't really pursue that.
Okay. What do you
Of course.
feel about, which of these sentences do you more identify with? I'm not fussy. I'm worried that those people might get upset. Or, those people are going to worry about their own emotions. I'm worried about how I feel about this.
First one, I think.
Okay. Do you consider yourself more or less observant than the average regarding people's social graces. That is to say, that which is awkward or that which is not awkward or stuff like that.
Less, I suppose. I do things all the time people laugh at.
How many different reasons can you think of for the United States to invade Canada, whether they're good reasons or bad reasons?
Not something I really have thought of, but I don't see why they should.
Okay, I'm not saying we should. I'm saying, given that your job is to come up with many different reasons to invade Canada, good or bad.
I'll find a new job.
It's a question on a test. It's a question on a test that's designed to test specifically your ability to detach your own beliefs from the arguments you're making and your ability to generate new arguments on the fly. That's what the test is. Now, do you want to pass the test and do well or do poorly on the test?
Is there a way to do poorly on the test?
Well, sure. All you have to do is fail to demonstrate an ability to detach emotionally from the arguments you're making, and or an inability to generate new arguments on the fly. In other words, it's challenging your ego directly.
Okay.
Now, how many different reasons can you think of to invade Canada, for the United States to invade Canada?
None, really. It wouldn't make sense. People wouldn't like it. And why can't they just be?
But that would be too easy of a test question if I were to say reasons not to invade Canada.
I don't really know what they have that you don't.
Maple syrup.
Okay, you can invade them and get free healthcare or whatever. Or that would be the other way around.
I don't think invading Canada means we get free healthcare.
No, but just copy them or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, interesting. That's not very informative, your way of dealing with that. It could be INTP way of dealing with that. It could be an INFP way of dealing with that. I don't know, really. It could be ISFP. I don't know. But that's not very informative in and of itself, anyway. Let's see. You're not an ENTP. I've eliminated that possibility. Anybody else have any questions?
I got some product quite a bit earlier, so I'm good.
Yubi, did you ask any questions for you earlier?
No, I didn't. I think she's an INTP. I think
Okay. I mean, I'm leading. That's where I'm leaning for sure. I was just saying that last set of answers didn't give me much to work with, right? Because that would be typical for an INTP to do that as well.
Yeah, she didn't want to play.
Yeah, I don't want to play. I don't want to play is a perfectly INTP response.
We've also, from talking to her, I think she has an ENTP really good friend, so she kind of possibly knows how to deal with this a little bit. She's
already developed defenses? Is that what you're saying? Have you already developed defenses against That's not fair. Let me get myself another orange soda.
Yeah, she came in here armed, so yeah.
Well, that only other type person I know happens to be an ENTP. Well, I don't know much about this yet, but it fits her, and she took.
Yeah, from what you told me, it seems extremely likely. Yeah.
Yeah, some people say we're argumentative ENTPs. I don't know. I don't know where they get that from, but someplace. Get that from Crazy Town or something. I don't know. Am I out of cigarettes? No, I have cigarettes. Fortunately.